Hey fun fans, and welcome back to another episode of FUNalysis, the show where we break down strategies that happen in FIRST every single week. My name is Lasso Fraz, alumni and mentor for Team 5431 Titan Robotics out here in Texas. In this episode, we'll be going over the current world record that took place at Contra Costa regional event this past weekend. Playoff match 7 with a score of 268, unpenalized score of 262. We see that triple offense really worked over here with Gravitech just doing level 1, kind of staying out of the way of Madtown and Citrus Circuits. Really helped Citrus Circuits and Madtown be able to do everything that they possibly can. They're able to do algae as well as fill up the reef. So let's dive into REEFSCAPE on this episode of FUNalysis. Before we begin, I want to give a shout out to Michael Corsetto, the head coach, lead technical mentor, and drive coach of Team 1670 Citrus Circuits. Michael's on our recent episode of Roundup this past Monday and talked a little bit about the strategy that went on during playoffs at Contra Costa. So jumping into this match, we have Alliance 1 versus Alliance 4 for match 7 of playoffs. Now, to introduce the teams, we have Team 1323, Madtown the Robotics, who was the Alliance captain. Both won both of their events already, Silicon Valley and Contra Costa. We also have their first pick, Team 1678 Citrus Circuits, as I mentioned before. Again, thank you, Mike, for the information that led into this high-scoring match. One team that we do not see on the field is Team 649 Messet Fish. They were the second pick of this alliance, but as you can see right now, they're not playing with Alliance 1. We actually have Team 6619 Gravitech X that is playing. They were the backup team that was picked up. In their first match, a bit background that was provided by Mike. 649 was originally picked up to play defense, and they played great defense. Madtown was allianced with them at Silicon Valley, so Madtown had a bit of background about them, so that was one of the main driving factors for the alliance to pick up 649. But as they were diving into their second match, which is match 7, they kind of realized that the alliance that they were going up against is more of a can basically do everything. So they needed an extra offensive robot. So that's when they picked up Gravitech X 6619 from the backup pool, which they played amazingly in the offensive phase. Really amazing L1, and was also able to deep climb, which really helped for them to gain this high score. But later down in playoffs, they were going up against the Alliance was basically going up against Alliance 2. So they decided to go back with 649 to play defense against Alliance 2. So that's why this was the only match we see Gravitech X play. But overall, let's go through the entire strategy that went on in this match over here. So as we can see, let's go back to the very beginning into Autonomous over here. We can see, we see Madtown and Citrus Circuits both placing in the L4, while we see Gravitech X place in the level 1. This helped, of course, gain the necessary points needed heading into this match. Finished with 8 level 4s and 1 level 1. Let's head back to right at the end. We can see up here there is 8 level 4s, and then they also counted the 1 level 1 down here by Gravitech. As we continue this match going forward, we can see that both first Madtown picked up an algae and is going to score it into the barge. As we can see, same with Citrus. They went ahead and also placed a barge. So as of right now, they got 2 algae in the barge, and they kept on scoring coral as well. They did the strategy of place coral, pick up algae scored in the barge until essentially there was no algae left on the field. Of course, they kept on scoring as they possibly can. As we can see now, they've already scored. Madtown unfortunately missed that one algae, but there's already no algae left on the reef anymore. Now there's only the 3 algae that are left on the lollipops at the beginning of the match, and then also this one algae that was missed by Madtown. But they will pick that algae back up later down the line. Spoiler alert, they actually place all 9 algae into the barge by the end of this match. But as we can see, keep on placing in the coral onto the reef. Gravitech is continuing to pick up all the ground core that they possibly can, score in level 1. They scored a total of 9 teleop coral in this match, which did help them gain a lot of points in this match. We can see Gravitech is a bit slow, but still really well at level 1. There goes Madtown and Citrus placing their leftover algae, but once one algae did bounce over. But then Citrus Circuits goes back to pick up another one and place it back into the barge. As they continue going, we see Citrus is picking up that final piece of algae on their side of the field. So there we go. Now this is a total of 9 algae over here. One of them did come from the human player. But now from there on, we can see that they're just filling up that reef over here. While we also see Gravitech in the middle of the field already going to climb. They are able to deep climb, so this entire alliance has the ability to deep climb, which really helped benefit this alliance to be able to score that high score that we now have. So we just see both Madtown and Citrus finishing up that reef with only just one left. There we go. Citrus just placed the last coral onto that reef, and now they're all going to climb. We can see in the middle over here, Madtown's up, Gravitech's up, Citrus Circuits is up. All 3 robots on the red side of the field have now officially deep climbed. Now, timer's over. We got, as of right now, with clock 0. Let's finish until these lights turn off. There we go. Lights turned off. Now all these climbs have now officially been counted. So it will take a bit for the live scores to update. Go straight to the end, but we got Red Alliance for the win with final score of 268. 206. Yes, 268. So we see they got the leave and the coral as well. I'm going to change my color to red real quick. So 9 for the leave, 188 for the coral. There was a total of 9 coral placed in auto, giving them 59 points from auto. And then from there on, they also got 122 in teleop for their coral as well there. Algae, there was a total of 9 algae, which equaled that 36, and then as well as 3 deep climb that scored that 36. There was also that penalty over here, that major foul, but we still got an unpenalized high score of 262, which is still our current world high score. So we can see in this that triple offense is very valuable if you have the right team as well as no defense, essentially. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the triple offense strategy that Alliance 1 used. Also, them grabbing Gravitech really benefited them. I wish we were able to see more of them play, but this strategy led them to use 6-4-9 for the rest of the playoffs to play defense, as they were basically playing against Alliance 2 for the rest of the playoff matches. So congratulations to Alliance 1 for winning the Contra Costa Regional, and congratulations on the high score.